Ohjelmayhteistyössä mukana.
Kölnin Gamescom on maailman toiseksi suurimmat pelimessut ja tänä vuonna täällä on paljon pelintekijöitä ja myös erilaisia tähtiä. Siksi täällä on myös kovat turvatarkastelut ennen kuin päästään sisään. Mutta nyt me lähdetään tapaamaan pelintekijöitä.
My name is Rapl Fulton. I'm the creative director on Forza Horizon 3. I've been in the industry nearly 20 years now, which is kind of crazy. And for the last 6 years, we've been working at Playground Games. So we set up Playground Games at the start of 2010, and we have been making the Forza Horizon series ever since. Forza is renowned for being realistic and for being a simulation, and that was one of the challenges as we started to build Forza Horizon with a different theme and a different tone. I think it's more laid back, it's more relaxed, it's more fun, and that's certainly been a challenge to create that identity, but also we're always trying to create the most authentic experience we can. So as we build an Australian open world, as we have in Forza Horizon 3, we research that. We've sent people to Australia for long periods of time to research it, to make sure that we are building exactly the world there that we found, so we can build that into the open world that our players will play. The same goes for cars. We are meticulous in the way we research them and then render them in game. We're meticulous about how we research their mechanical characteristics to make sure we're giving players a very faithful recreation of each of those individual cars. We have more than 350 cars in this game, so there's a lot of work to be done there. But that's really important because I think when our players come to a Forza game, they expect that level of authenticity, and we're really passionate about delivering it. We don't actually build tracks in Forza Horizon. We basically build one massive world. That's the big difference between our game and the Forza Motorsport series. But in building that world, we first of all sent lots of people to Australia to research. And when I say research, they drive hundreds, probably thousands and thousands of miles with an HD camera on their windscreen, recording in HD everywhere they go. When they find somewhere that looks beautiful or interesting, they stop and they take reference photography of it. We have a number of different techniques which we use. One of them is called photogrammetry, which allows us to take high definition photos and then build that into a game ready asset. So a bush or a tree or a rock, they're all actually authentic Australian trees and rocks. So we bring all that data back to the studio, and then we have a really incredibly talented team at Playground in the UK who then build the open world, not just so that it looks beautiful, but so that it plays incredibly well as well. The sky, the weather conditions, the clouds, the lighting, the shadows, the wind, as you say, these are all modelled accurately based on the real world. Now the sky that you're seeing in game, this is an incredible fact, is actually an Australian sky. We went to Australia with a custom built 12K HDR camera rig, and we pointed it at the sky for most of a summer. And we recorded everything that sky did. And then our incredibly talented guys back at Playground have found a way to take all of that data and bring it into our games and create the skies that you see in games. So they're incredibly beautiful, but they're also incredibly realistic and dynamic as well. I think they're the best looking skies you'll ever find in an open world game.
Ohjelmayhteistyössä mukana.